I don't care how it would be, but we need a lesson tab that shows all of the video lessons that have been created by our coaches. In addition to that, we should be able to sort the lessons by category. However, this poses sort of a problem because the categories that we have aren't necessarily the same as the categories that YouTube has. These categories can be different. And as a result of them being different, we might come into some conflicts. Okay, so we want to make sure that we have the categories. Let's try to keep them congruent for now. Let's try to keep them congruent. We're going to get more specific on categories, but for now, maybe we just use the YouTube categories, and that's going to be good enough for now. Okay, we might have a category and then maybe a subcategory. That might be appropriate, but for now, let's just use the YouTube categories, and when we create the lesson page, make sure the lesson page can be sorted by category. That means if I wanted to find lessons on sports, I could drop down to sports in the lesson page and search for all the sport-related videos. Watch a video, take a quiz. That's the objective of the lessons page. So we want to create a lessons page. The second issue has to do with quizzes. So the quiz page is great for creating quizzes. I think we have some work to do, of course. We talked about one of the things that we might do. But adding quizzes to a video means that you need to create a quiz before you add the video. That's sort of a complicated thing, I think. Instead, I think it should be seamless, and I think the adding quiz should come after the video is uploading into the system. So adding quiz shouldn't necessarily be here, though we do want it to be a link that coaches can access. But instead, I think creating the quiz should come at the end of the video upload process. So if I were to put in a video here, I don't want to add quiz. Everyone, save video. It is in this next step, after I browse and submit, as it's populating, that we should have create quiz. So create quiz should come in this step where we add that quiz to that video. That would happen automatically. Now, I don't want to remove this quiz, but I think we add it to this section so it all happens in the same series for the coaches so that they realize that their quiz is going to be added to their video. We should also, of course, be able to edit the quiz that's on the video. So we should change it from my first quiz, for example, to my second quiz. We should be able to change that on the video. So quizzes, we need to have on the video creation page as well. As we create our lessons and we create our quizzes, we should be able to assign a badge to a quiz. This is very important, and I want you to listen to this one. If someone takes a quiz, they should automatically get a badge if they pass the quiz, and their badge should show. Now, a user should be able to see all of his badges and the people with the most badges, sort of like what happens here on the badges page. You can see the people that have the most badges, I believe. Right? But I actually want badges to be assigned when quizzes are taken. Somebody takes a quiz, they get a badge. That means that when you create the quiz, you also have to assign the quiz a badge value. Those badge values will be determined by the coach. The coach will say which one of the badges he wants to assign to the quiz. And if the user takes the quiz and passes, he gets a badge. And then he can see his badges when he visits his badges page. So you want my badges, okay? We want my badges. That's an important element to the badges page because it shows the user how many badges he has. That's very, very important. Also, it seems to me that invite and inviter do just about the same thing. I don't think that we need it. I think we just need one, not both. Excuse me. So tell me if they do the same thing. If they do the exact same thing, remove one that is maybe less efficient than the other and retain one. These are good. We want them, but it just doesn't make any sense to have them if we have two of them. So we only need one of them. So remove one. I think that's enough to get you started. So I'm going to review that again. We're going to make some fixes. We're fixing these. We're going to make these look good, the menu look good, and everything functional. We want to create a lessons link. The lessons link will be accessible by both coaches and by users. That lesson link will have all of our videos on there, videos with quizzes as well, videos without quizzes as well. The quiz will actually be part of the video upload process in the final step. While we're waiting for the YouTube API to process, the user will be creating a video, or excuse me, a quiz to go along with his video. We also want him to create other quizzes because sometimes he'll want to change the quiz that's attached to his video. But when he creates a quiz, he should also assign a badge to the quiz for people who pass the quiz so that they can get a badge. Badges will be a link that is accessible by users, but only to see their badges and to see the badges that other users have. This will be a competition per se. And if you see somebody with a number of badges that are related to sports, maybe you want to take more sport courses so that you attain more sport badges. But only a coach can actually assign a badge to a quiz. And only users and coaches, but users and coaches can get badges only if they pass a quiz. That's the only way to get a badge. So, lessons, quizzes, and badges. And then also, pick one of these. Which one are we going to remove? Inviter or invite? One or the other. Keep in mind that we will have a link on this menu that's exclusive to coaches, so that this menu is going to get much more simple for a user. But we're not going to do that in this phase. This phase, we have add lessons, add a lesson page. We have add quiz to the video upload process, add badges to quizzes, and invite an inviter. Choose one. Thanks.